Hello friends, in this video we are going to discuss about Operation Meghdoot, an operation which was launched by Indian Air Force and Indian Army to recapture the Siachen Glacier from the notorious Pakistani forces. This operation was launched on 13th April 1984 and was named Operation Meghdoot, which can be translated into English as Cloud Messenger. It was a name derived out of the legendary poet of 4th century AD Kalidas' work called Meghdutam. So Siachen Glacier is a very strategic point and a tactical point for India as it lies in a trade junction between China, Pakistan and India and is the highest battlefield in the world, which lies at the height of about 5,000 meter or 16,000 feet. So Indian Army had launched this operation in a 4-day preempt to the Pakistani's counterpart operation, which is Operation Ababil. Now, currently Indian Army holds and has deployed its troops and its battle gears such as tanks and various heavy battle gears at such a highest battlefield and a high altitude of around 5,000 meters to 6,000 meters in the region of Siachen and its nearby regions. So if we have to look about the conflict of Siachen Glacier, then we have to look into its historical perspective. Now, the history lies in the vague and unclear and blur mentioned and demarcations of the boundary lines and territorial areas of the Pakistan and India. As per the Karachi Agreement of 1949, it was very unclear that who has the authority over Siachen Glacier. So both countries, India and Pakistan, claimed their right over Siachen Glacier. India had its viewpoint and it claimed that the Pakistan's territory lies to the west of Saltoro Ridge from the point NJ9842, while Indian territories lies whole from the Saltoro Ridge point of NJ9842 up to Whole Karakoram range. While on the other hand, Pakistan claims that it has its control and complete right over Siachen Glacier and its nearby region from the point NJ9842 to its northeast up to Karakoram range. So in those decades and its upcoming years, both India and Pakistan had permitted and conducted various mountain climbing and mountaineering expeditions. But the situation became tense in 1984 when Pakistan government permitted the Japanese expedition for upscaling a very important point and a very important peak, which is Rhino 1. Since Rhino 1 lies to the east of Siachen Glacier and it also overlooks whole of the Aksai Chin. Aksai Chin, which is right now occupied by China, but it is claimed by India as it was a part of Jammu Kashmir before its occupation. So Indian government felt suspicious that through this expedition Pakistani army and its military is trying and is planning for further occupation in those area. And also the peak Rhino 1 is a very strategic location and lies and could act as a trade point between China and Pakistan. Hence, Indian government decided to deploy its troops over those regions, and thus Indian government started its expedition with the help of military since 1984. Now, in 1983, 1 year before Operation Meghdoot, Indian military has deployed and created various expeditions. One of those are from Ladakh Scout and some other regiments of Indian Army. Now, in uh, Operation Meghdoot was launched on 30th April 1984, in which the Indian Army soldiers and their battle gears and their other equipments were airlifted with the help of Indian Air Force. In this operation, Indian Air Force used its various important aircraft. Indian Air Force used its aircraft named as Illusion 276, AN, AN-12 and AN-32 to transport the stores and logistics needs and the troops in those hitherto unskilled peak. And also Indian Air Force used its Mi-17, Mi-8 and its HAL Chetak helicopters for further airlifting of provisions and the need of war. So in this way, uh, apart from the use of Indian Air Force, the soldiers of Indian Army also conducted a feet march. Means they reached where they to avoid getting into the range of the radar of Pakistani military. Various various regiments and troops of Indian Army marched towards Siachen Glacier by without any vehicles or any transport. They walked there by foot, and they also had climbed a very high, very high peak and war tensed area in those regions. In this way, in the Indian military was able to capture Siachen glaciers by 14th of 13th of April 1984, which was at a preempt interval of 3 days before the Pakistanis' plan of capturing the Siachen glacier by 17th April. So in this way, India had captured and gained the 70 kilometers or 43 miles of Siachen glaciers and the three major post and pass of Saltoro Ridge, which are Bila, Fundla, Gyondla, Siala. And on the west of glacier lies and on the west of glaciers are also various other glaciers and its tributary glaciers which were captured by Indian troops. So after the Operation Meghdoot was finished, in upcoming years, Pakistan, as their habit, tried to launch and all launched various number of preempt all out strike to assault and occupy the important passes posts of Saltoro Ridge and the Siachen glaciers, but they remained unsuccessful till date. Now, in that same decade, in 1989, in one of the assault by Pakistan, Pakistan lost its one of very important post to India. The post was Udain, which was renamed by India as Bana Post in the honor and to pay tribute to Bana Singh, the soldier which was awarded Paramvir Chakra for his supreme sacrifice, as he launched a very daring daytime attack and thus he recaptured Bana Post. Uh, Bana Post, and this operation by Bana Singh and its colleagues was named as Operation Rajiv. Now, at this point and at this time, until this date, Bana Post is the highest wartime and battle post in the world. It it lies at an unimaginable high altitude of 6,749 meter or 22,143 feet.